Days where nothing is going right. Days where you're not getting along with people. You ever had those days where just seems like nothing is going your way? Like you can't win. You wake up late. You say forget lunch. You forget your medication. Or you forget to take your vitamins, or you forget to to do your normal everyday thing. And you're also fighting with traffic, dealing with crazy road rage folks. You get to work, you punch in late, you say things to people, and it just seems to be the wrong thing. You ever had one of those days? I'm not having it now, but I did have it, I think, a couple of days ago. And it just, I thought about it. Today is a lot better day. It's sunny, too, as you can see. So, it's one of those days that's just a lot better than it was a couple of days ago. Also, you ever had them days when you get out of work late, not trying to do overtime, just trying to finish up on something that's holding you back, and it's not going to get done unless you do it. You ever had those days? I bet a lot of you do have those days. But let me tell you, it's just momentarily a day. Yeah, it might happen 2 days in a row, but just know it's going to definitely get better. Just know the day will change. It's got to get better. And those days that say you feel like you're miscommunicating with people, and you're really not miscommunicating with people, I just think it's just something that has to do with, the cosmos, or, something almost supernatural, that you are just not vibing with people. Your vibe is off. So it's like anything you say could get misinterpreted, or the meaning could get twisted. So those are the days I tend to stay small. And what I mean is I just tend to try to mind my own business, not make too much talk. I mean, it just seemed like, have you ever had those days where you just seem like you just get into it with everybody for some reason? Just nobody understands you, and you be like, and I'm talking about loved ones and family and best friends and things of that nature. And it's like, what am I doing? What am I saying? I just said this, and it was just like blown out of proportion. And I think too, sometimes when you're in that vibe, say you're kind of having an off day, I think we do give off vibes to other people, and it does throw them off, and it does probably make them feel a certain kind of way, so that when they're all in their feelings and thoughts, that they're just thinking or feeling a certain way about you at that moment because of your vibe. And I do think we do, go on vibes with each other, no matter who it is. Even animals can sense your vibe sometimes. Haven't you ever had a pet when you're feeling your downness, and then that pet comes over and licks you, or put their head on your lap, or or rub up against you? I think cats and dogs and other animals, I think they can feel and they can sense what's going on, especially with their owners, but since they kind of know you so well, and so I'm just saying that, if there's people out there that's having bad days, or say you are having bad situations that are happening to you, I think eventually it will clear up. Just know that eventually, things will get better eventually. I've been living for a long time, so it comes and goes in spurts, and all you can do is just go with it, go with the flow, don't try to fight it, go with the flow. That's the best you can do. And like I said, just stay small, just stay, less talk, try to do less, conversation, less, less just dealing with folks, because the less that you deal with them, the less confrontations and misunderstandings that will be had, for those days. So, yeah, just, stay small. That's all. That's my advice. And it works for me, because the moment you open your mouth, somebody's like, what? What did you just say? What did you mean? And da-da-da. You're like, really? All I did was just say hello. Oh, there was some meaning behind that. No, it wasn't. I just said hello. So, yeah, just keep it at a minimum, And that day I would say, if you can, stay indoors or just stay away from people. Less people, the more, I think peace you'll have for that day and that time, or during that time you're feeling that kind of low vibe, A lot of things too I tend to do is I might go for a walk to shake it off. I might, do a little exercise. I don't recommend the gym because now you're around other folks, but it's like, you could be outside too, but you still can walk away, if you're at a park or something or in a neighborhood, you can hey, hi and bye and keep going, especially your neighbors or friends or people you see, oh, I gotta go, I'm sorry, I'm in a rush, but we'll talk later, I'll call you, that way you keep moving, and for you it won't be no misunderstandings because you're like, okay, I just kept it moving. You're not even there to see, someone's reactions or, to sort of, dwell in somebody's reactions. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you do see it, it'll be like a quick boom, quick reaction, hey, if it was something negative, you out of there, what do you care? You out of there. So those are the things that I'm talking about. And like I said, my best advice is just to, if you feel that vibe of that day is going to be one of those days to where you're just not going to be getting along with people. I mean, sometimes you could be in the mood and offset a whole day or offset a mood with other people. I mean, it happens. We're human, But if you feel that, I would just say be intentional to stay away from folks. That's my remedy. Less contact, less calls, less communication of any kind. But if you have to, you have to. I mean, because you got to live, you got to work, right? All right, so, I hope this is helpful for you all that might be feeling some kind of way. Like and subscribe if this was helpful. Even if it wasn't, like and subscribe. All right. Peace. Peace out.